Welcome to the first unofficial episode of the unofficial HHS podcast. I'm here with Nathan Hersh, and first things first, I'd like to address that, of course, I am new to the unofficial Hereford accounts. We have things like HHS Riz News, rest in peace. Then we also have HHS Riz News Part 2 is what I like to call it. A lot of lore there with passing on the new generation. And then we also have Hereford Secrets, rest in peace. And then we had Almost Friday. A photo of me was recently featured on there. Shout out to Safi Syed. Yeah, I'm watching you. Trying to request another photo of me to go on there again. I'm watching you. Just messing. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching. So Nathan, a couple questions. So you do steel band, right?
Yeah, I do.
Must be rough. There are a lot of stuff going on with teachers now. My current math teacher, she's pregnant. She's gonna be gone near the end of the year. I don't know how my class.
We have the
is
same
work.
math teacher, so
we're
gonna be experiencing the same thing.
Yeah, my class is not the smartest, so we're gonna be struggling without her. Definitely not. I myself am not that smart, so yeah.
Teacher, Mr. Sobel. Do you know what he's like?
No, I don't. I haven't had him yet.
Okay.
Does he do music?
Yeah, he does. He does guitar.
I think that would be another guy that we know. I might get him on here to talk about that. I don't have him personally. I don't do any of the music programs. I do some art programs.
I don't take art, so I just...
Yeah. Speaking of art stuff, I'm doubling up on that for my schedule. What's your schedule looking like?
My schedule, it's all my main courses. And are you talking about my electives?
Yeah.
Electives. So I'm taking 2 half credits, which is health and PFET.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I'm taking advanced weight training.
Yeah, that's like a normal thing. Like, are you taking full year for that one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And I'm also taking jazz ensemble and steel band.
So wait,
ensemble.
who will you have for those classes?
Steel band ensemble. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have Mr. Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz ensemble. Pretty sure it's Mr. Pilius.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do have good alternatives just in case. Like one of my alternatives is digital arts.
That's a great class. I'm taking that next year.
Yeah, so maybe if things, because the chances that these 2 classes, the steel drum and jazz, don't work is actually quite high.
Because a lot of people are trying to go for that.
No, because not enough people try to go for it. Actually, the opposite. So it's not enough people.
Yeah, I feel like the musical ability is starting to like fade away almost with like a lot of the AI songs taking over is what I've heard.
Not the AI bangers.
There's a lot of good ones that came out last year. Think of it 40s version. I'm just kidding. I won't break it.
Yeah, no, don't
please. Yeah. What homeroom do you have?
I have Slater now.
Oh, really? Wait, did you switch?
Wait, did you switch homerooms?
Like, recently did you switch?
Like the start of this year I switched.
Oh, yeah. Because my homeroom teacher she left.
Oh. I have the dumbest possible locker to homeroom thing.
What is it?
I'm in the gym. And my locker is all the way up next to the science wing.
That's
in the 2000s. Like, what?
Mine is like right across from it. I've had that both years. Like literally,
okay.
I was in the art room last year for my homeroom, and in that little staircase, my like locker was like straight shoot. So it was just very easy to get.
It's not fair. And then I walk in because it takes me literally 5 minutes to go up and back down to the gym.
Yes.
And Mr. Slater's like, gotta come here earlier. It's not fair.
Yeah, that's true. Do you take the bus or do you get driven?
I take the bus.
Yeah, I get that. I live close to school, so I usually drive. Yeah. Are you getting your license or permit anytime soon? Or?
I can get my permit next month.
Oh, well, I've been trying to get my permit. It's like a long thing. Nobody's been able to take me to go get that yet. I should be able to get my license in like 9-ish month. I'm 16 right now, so.
I can get my license in May and June.
June?
All
right.
Yeah. What other teachers have you experienced or know about?
I had Burgess last year. She was a really good teacher. I thought that class was pretty fun.
Robinson's class last year?
Oh, that was awesome.
That was a really nice
class. Now we have Crawford now.
Yeah.
He's awesome, man. I love talking to Crawford.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I used to think like the hype was not that much last year. Like everybody was like, "Oh my word, Crawford, once you get him, it's gonna be like." Oh, I did not believe it could be that hype until I got there. My word,
it's so hype.
It's a great class, dude. Within like the second marking period, I talked to him about like leg space because I'm taller. He put me at like the edge of the class, away from like you guys and stuff. But at least I had more leg space. That's what I'll take that. We take that. He's a really great teacher.
Dimitri had Higginshaw, right?
Higginshaw?
Do you know anything about Higginshaw?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, dang it. Never mind.
What does she teach?
History. Just like Mr. Robinson.
Oh, yeah. I've had I've had a couple experiences with Higgins-Shaw because last year I was like late a lot, and so I had to go to enrichment detention twice.
Mm,
She's not mean or rude in any sense. She just is like, if you're in here, don't
Do
be
your
doing
work.
stuff you like, you shouldn't. Like,
Yeah, do
don't
your
be on
work.
your phone. Like, do the things on the list that they're telling you. Like, she's not mean. She's just doing her
I
job.
I went to that detention probably like 3 different times,
Oh.
and she came up to me. Was like, okay, we're gonna set an alarm on your phone. Open your phone. I was like, oh,
I did
okay.
that the first time. I had an alarm set, but like it just didn't go off. With yeah. What about lunch detention? I've only been there once because one of my teachers signed me out of my classes. I was like, what?
I've been there once as well, but it was Mr. Rhodes, and he wasn't looking half the time, so I would just go over to Nick and Nelly's table and just talk to him there
Yeah.
about like whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, that's like. I just played like BitLife on my computer when Sigma Doxer was still up.
Sigma Doc.
Oh,
Isn't-
bro, rest in peace to Sigma Doxer. They wiped him out.
Well, apparently there's a new game site that's like really obscure right now. I just don't know. One of the guys in my English class said it's up.
I don't know what it is yet. I'll probably find out within like the next week or so. I right now I've been just using like the PDF of Tetris.
A PDF of Tetris.
Well, it's not like PDF, but like if you look up Tetris, there's like Tetris exclamation mark, and it's under like a
Oh yeah.
I think it's fun. I had some like kid in my Spanish class like, oh, what's your high score? I'm like, I don't keep track of that. It's like
Yeah, I just play. I
just-
just play until I lose.
yeah, I do that a lot in like some of my classes. One class I will like. It's not. I'm not. I enjoy it, but it's like it's not for me. I don't feel like it's like marketing. Where I took the class. I heard a lot of things about it, but I just took it because in my career path, there's some like I do need to know how to market stuff, and so, but like the class itself is really boring in my opinion. I did like, but when you get to projects, it gets fun. Oh my gosh, bro, dude. CapCut got taken down. That had
Yeah.
all my projects on it. So I now
So-
have to go in school tomorrow, tell him, wait, is it an A day or a B day tomorrow?
It's a 8 I'm pretty sure.
Oh, all right. Then
Pretty sure.
Wednesday, I'm going to have to go talk to him about that. That literally all our projects, like everybody was using CapCut in my class. So everybody's projects just got wiped.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all that? Like CapCut, a couple maths app, and
I'm-
like, why is TikTok back like after 12 hours? I feel like that's like
Yeah.
so much hype
I
going
never-
around it getting banned. I never used it, but like,
Yeah, I never used it either, so I can't say.
I use CapCut for almost everything. Like I was gonna edit this podcast on CapCut, but then Chinese government apparently owns it.
CapCut, I wouldn't use it very often. I would mainly use it to make edits, and then I stopped doing that.
Well, yeah, because we got yelled at by. I'm just kidding. It was like a. I don't know. It was like a interesting thing. We'd make edits of each other, and then we'd make edits of our friends, and then they'd make edits of it. It was like a fun thing.
Yeah.
Now it's all script gone from us. The
Yeah, now
last
it's
thing
all
I made
gone.
on CapCut was like a Kanye West AI thing.
Ew.
It was like the Cartoon Network, Disney, Coraline, and then something else. And I just put Kanye in there just for fun to see what would happen. Because I had premium because I used that for like my job a while ago. I'd edit videos for people and stuff like that. I get paid not a lot, but it was just like a good starter job. And so I had to have pro for that. And now my pro subscription, if it keeps charging me, even though the app is done, I'm gonna be mad.
So, what else is there to talk about here?
I don't know, like we're just finding odd topics. I feel like there's more that we could talk about. I don't
Did
know.
any other apps get taken off besides CapCut and TikTok?
I feel like I think there were two things that I know of, but I don't know what they were called. It was like, one was like a math app, I'm pretty sure. All I saw is a bunch of people like attacking other other apps. It's like, oh, you want to get government want to take TikTok? Well, this is apparently owned by the Chinese government. I'm like, why are you guys like hating so much, bro?
Is
It's
Instagram
hot.
is Instagram Reels a victim of that?
No,
Oh,
because that's
okay.
Mark Zuckerberg and all that.
Oh, I see.
Which I use Instagram Reels.
Yeah,
I mean,
Reels
this account is on Instagram. Listen, the Reels,
Or vile.
they're vile, but it's how you discern your For You, or like, I guess, because like I admit there are a lot of vile things on there, but you could also get completely normal stuff. Like for a while, I would get a lot of stuff related to shows I
I
watch.
bet you if I just came on there, like it's a new account, so it doesn't have.
Oh no,
anything
with
for
a
me.
new account,
Oh.
I suffered the same fate. With a new account, it's gonna just do that until you find stuff that isn't. Right now, like a lot of my stuff is centered on shows I watch or clips or like Bible verses or something like that. That's what I mostly get on my feed now, because like once you watch enough, it's gonna be very easily reprogrammed. I remember I hated YouTube Shorts because one time I watched one video of like the little mobile game with a Family Guy clip above it.
Yeah.
I had that for like the next 5 minutes. I could not get out of that until I just started like doom scrolling until I got out of it. It sucked. Oh.
I used to watch those too, the Family Guy clips.
The South Park clips. Like I used to like look for part 1 and part 2 because I'm like, wait, no, the clip. I need to know what happens next. Just Eric Cartman like do the crazy stuff. I don't know. It was like 7th and 8th grade, and then I like started like. I mean, South Park's funny, I guess. I just don't.
Yeah, that got me way too addicted to my phone. I had to put it down.
I know, like that messed up my attention span. I don't know. Shows like that I find are like funny, like Smiling Friends. You've seen some.
Smiling Friends is funny.
It's a good show.
South Park is funny to an extent, and eventually it just gets too much.
Well, it's not too much. It's just like repetitive almost. It's like by too much I mean like repetitive too much. Like,
okay.
Yeah, the jokes like once you go into South Park, you have to have that mentality of the jokes they make are gonna be like rash and really insane. But then there's like I don't know. For me, I liked Smiling Friends a lot because I think it was like awkward humor and something I could relate to. Like there was a whole episode dedicated to where they were like just some miscommunication at an airport in Brazil.
Or in the spaceship.
Oh, the spaceship.
They were at a party. They were at a club.
Bro, the spaceship where they like do like
they do like
space drugs and inject.
Yeah, they had like alien fentanyl or something.
He injected black goop. Like, wait, are we not cool now? He injected black goop, and then they like gaslight them and destroyed a planet full of like. They're like, oh, it has so many people on it. And it's like, just kidding, you didn't wipe out an entire population. Like, it has a sense of like realism, but then there's also just like that weird stuff where apparently in their Earth, the Earth is flat.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character?
Mr. Boss or Alan, man, they're
Mr.
great
Boss.
characters.
No, Mr. Boss.
I want you to have a little version of me.
Dude, and he like shriveled up if he didn't get enough water or something.
Oh no, that was his son.
Yeah, his son.
Oh
his
no, son. Dude, I'm pretty sure Mr. Boss breastfeeds him.
The guy gets better, and then Tim goes into depression.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. Pim really got messed up. And then, did you see the episode where they go into like the mystical forest, and then it's just like at the end of the episode, Charlie's just there's. Oh no, it wasn't the potion. It's just like has bumps and rashes all over.
Mr. Frog.
Oh, Mr. Frog. That's a great. That's just like every like celebrity getting canceled nowadays. He's like, but I don't apologize for eating those people. Hello, like, dude. I rewatched that. I realized he says hello before like every sentence. He's just like, no, I didn't mean to do that. Hello. Can I touch your hair? Hello. No, that's an exposed nerve. Great show. Great show.
Mr. Frog. I keep remembering the clip where he's about to eat someone's baby. He takes their baby. He's like,
oh, that's when he runs for president. That was a great episode.
Yeah,
oh my word! And then he runs against like that really fat dude, like who looks like a guy on Reddit or something.
Yeah, and he constantly eats like lamb leg or something.
Oh yeah. Does he like crap himself on like multiple public?
Yes.
And then he like signs off like a world dictator or something. It's just like this is an ally of the United States.
He was supposed to condemn like a dictator. Instead he like signs off.
Oh.
And he starts destroying an entire city.
And then the Gwimbly episode. That was iconic. Everybody knew
Gwimbly versus
no, it wasn't Gwimbly, but the really like the guy who was shaped like a nugget, and then he always would like eat nuggets and vigorously dipping stuff. And then
everybody died.
And then he died. He gets stabbed in the head, and then he starts dipping nuggets in his blood before he just like croaks.
He's just like,
and the way he does it, he's just like so vigorous about it. It's like, man, it's just nuggets. I think this
where
is
does he get these nuggets?
I don't know. It looked like McDonald's. No wonder he was so fat and deformed, bro.
And wait, who is it? It was like Troglor or something like that.
Troglor,
the big guy,
dude.
The big guy.
And then he's just like, oh no, don't shoot. I personally love it because like he shoots inside or something. It causes like a mass commotion. And then the dude who rips Charlie's nose off.
Oh yeah,
it was like I couldn't focus on you
when you were Sam or something like that.
What?
The big pink guy?
I don't remember, but he was just like, I couldn't talk. I couldn't focus on what you were saying with that dumb thing in your face.
It was pissing me
off. Ah! He just starts screaming.
He just puts an ice pack on it. He doesn't even try to.
Like I think he ripped off my nose. He's on the phone with the cops, and then he slapped. And then he grabs the beginning of it when he like grabs the milk and just like, I hate milk.
But what other?
And then there's like Charlie has to wear like a maid outfit at one point.
Ew. Oh wait. Yeah.
And then by the end of the episode, the pink guy is just like, what? I always push people away. It's like a picture of Charlie. He's just like caressing. He lives in like a dump apartment.
Yeah. What other shows have you watched though? Not including Adult Swim. You can include Adult Swim.
I mean, yeah, a lot of Adult Swim stuff I find is funny. I'm mad at Max because Max keeps taking off good shows like Gumball.
We took off Gumball?
Yeah, they took off Gumball. They took off the original Teen Titans. I don't know, man. They took off like Over the Garden Wall. They took out
Over the Garden Wall. I've heard of it. I've never.
It was a very interesting show. It had a lot of weird like sub messages in it. I watched it all in one day. It was definitely like it's not like a show that will change your life. It's so good, but I think it was like a really good watch. I think it was worth it.
Amazing World of Gumball though.
No,
That
it's such a funny. I rewatched
so
that
good.
show. I got into it during COVID, like after the show had like run its course, basically. I think I've rewatched that show, like watched every season, rewatched about like 10 times at this point. I don't know.
That's one of the best duos.
It
I've ever
was such
seen.
a great show, man. I just loved a lot of like the humor that would fly over my head when I was a kid, and then it was just
my favorite episode was when Richard Watterson gets a job.
And the entirety of fabric just starts breaking,
Yeah,
like
the
the
fabric
fabric
of
of reality.
just starts tearing apart.
Oh, that was such a great episode.
Wasn't there a one-eyed thing that looks like Larry? His name's Rob.
Oh, yeah, he was like the villain of the show. That show had such a weird ending. Like I've heard there's like a movie that's been in and out of like cancellation multiple times that was supposed to conclude Gumball, and then there's like a new show that's coming, like along with like the total.
Doesn't it end on a cliffhanger?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what the movie was gonna pick up. But like apparently, along with like a regular show reboot, they rebooted Total Drama. I actually watched that. I don't really like the reboot. I think like that show was only good in the first season of the original Total Drama.
Speaking of
Island.
reboot, Ninjago.
Oh, I hated the reboot. I loved that show when I was a kid, and then after the Ninjago movie came out and they changed the designs to match that, the show went downhill. I watched the ending of it like in 8th grade because I was just like, why not? This is a show I grew up on. It was not worth it. And then now that Netflix rebooted it again.
What was your favorite season of like the non-reboots?
That's a good one. I would have to say either the pilot season or the tech season, where Zane finds his
rebooted.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Zane finds out he's a real robot.
Well, no, that was in like the first season.
And then like he actually,
and then in the second season, he finds his love. You know, it was a great intro. Ninjago consistently had a great.
She disappears. Where did she go?
Well, I mean, I felt like she came back in later seasons, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the season, like I thought it was really wholesome. It's like wow.
Yeah, and then there was like that dude who was like a cyborg but not a cyborg, and he was like. And he had like a vest, and he was in like a wheelchair, and that wheelchair would turn into like a spider crawly thing.
Yes.
I just like their golden weapons that season. I think that was like really cool.
Dude, the little Nindroids.
Oh,
the Commander Nindroid was so freaking powerful.
Dude,
he was stopping each of them in their spinjitzu with bare hands.
Hey, he is like crazy.
He's such an underrated villain, and then he just died.
I just loved buying the Legos when I was a kid. Honestly, like the Tournament of Elements, I had a bunch of those Lego sets.
Yes.
Did you like? There was always that one friend who had like every single set. Like I had one. His name was Ben, and he still, I'm pretty sure, has them, like a bunch of Ninjagos that we'd make like stop motions of. They were really fun.
Oh, what was your favorite element that you saw in the Tournament of Elements? Kai's fire.
Yeah, well, fire. Oh wait, in the Tournament of Elements.
Yeah, Tournament of Elements.
Ooh, probably the Invisible Guy. I thought he was really cool.
Oh,
wasn't there like that one orange girl? Or like the Ember or whatever it was.
That's like, I think that's new.
Well, no, that was in the Tournament of Elements.
Her.
I think her name was like Ember or something like that.
Ember. Doesn't she also use fire?
Or something like that.
Something similar.
Yeah.
And like Kai is like, wow, my beloved. And then he fucking loses her. Like,
no. And then I feel like there were a lot of good moments in that season.
The metal guy, remember the first battle where it was Kai versus that metal dude?
Oh,
they're fighting for the Jade Blades.
Yeah, dude, those were great. I bought a couple of the Legacy sets where they were like remaking old sets. I got that one. It was a pretty good one. I remember like the Snake dude being really cool.
Oh, the Master of the Tournaments,
or
the Anaconda.
I don't remember.
The
Master of the Tournaments probably, but like the Anaconda. Weren't those like the snake people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the purple snake people, like they're really strong.
Yeah. I don't know. What did you everybody hates the fact that Kai was in the Green Ninja. But what did you think of the Lego Ninjago movie?
The movie. Okay, that's got to be the worst of the Lego movies.
It's the worst. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was not a good Lego. Like when you put it to the standards of, that's like what a lot of things are. Like for me, like the show Rise of the TMNT was not a good TMNT show, but it was a good show. Like, it doesn't live up to what the title is, but it's good standalone by itself.
Yeah.
Like, if you separate it from the title, it would be a good show.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about the Ninjago. Like, the humor was there. It was a really funny show. But, like, I watched some stuff about, like, why it was so rushed and why, like, you know how in Lego movies, everything is made out of Lego?
Yeah.
Well, they rushed that movie to get it, like, out in time. So I remember that. Jackie Chan, he was funny as Master Wu. I think the designs were interesting, but like, it's kind of hard to take something as beloved as Ninjago and make that a movie. I think it would have been better.
The only thing I see in the Lego Ninjago movie anymore is Wu and Garmadon fighting like on that bridge.
Oh,
It's like, how about this one? I call it the caged monkey.
And then I just remember Garmadon having like a bunch of abs on there, or like the custom printed minifigures.
And he had like 16 abs.
I feel like the Lego Batman movie was a great movie.
Lego Batman movie topples all the Lego movies.
Dude, it was
awesome.
Oh, that was a great movie. It was really. I wish that they would have made a game for it. I don't know. They made a game for a lot of the Lego movies, but I mean,
and just Lego franchises.
Yeah,
like Lego Marvel.
Oh, those games were fun as a kid. I tried replaying Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 and all the originals. They just don't hold up to like replayability as you get older, I feel like. But
the first Lego Star Wars.
Oh yeah, hot take
awesome.
the newest one. Ooh, excuse me, the Skywalker saga or whatever it was. I did not personally like that.
That's not a hot take at all.
Yeah,
that's fine. Like nobody really liked it. They gave it health bars.
Not only did they give it health bars, but they also like the way the Force was. It was really janky.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like a Lego game. It felt like they were trying to make like a Star Wars game, but just using Lego pieces. Like it wasn't like it didn't have the charm of the OG ones that you used to play on your phone.
Yes,
you play on
your phone
or the Xbox 360.
Did you play Star Wars Clone Wars? It was Star Wars 3 or whatever.
Might have. I don't remember a lot.
It was like the Clone War times.
You might be thinking of the show. I loved all the Lego Star Wars shows that they would make, like all the spin-offs and stuff. I loved like the Christmas specials or like just the specials in general they would make. I think they were funny. They were like a great part of my childhood.
Yeah, well, like Star Wars: The Clone Wars. What did you think of that show?
See, I never really got into it like a lot of people did. When I was younger, it was like oh yeah, turn that on. I like that show. But then again, like I had an older sister, so it was whatever she wanted to watch. I would watch like a lot of the Garfield show or Ninjago. But when I was with her, I'd be like forced to watch like My Little Pony or something like that. But she liked Clone Wars. Like I think
My Little Pony,
dude. One of my cousin's friends who's in college, said he reads the comics because it's so much deeper than it is. He was like, "Oh, the ponies go to hell," in one comic. I'm like,
okay, I will admit it was actually good when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, like when you're little, there's no shame in watching it. But if you're like in college and you're still watching that show, there's some stuff that you got to figure out there, man.
Any other show? Adventure Time.
Oh, surprisingly, they haven't taken that off of Max yet, which is really good.
Nice.
But like, I love that show. I'll rewatch a lot of the episodes. Like, it's hard for me because like I watched it in order so many times. I just like picking out episodes sometimes and watching them, or I'll watch the last season because I remember everything that happened. I think the Card Wars episodes were some of my favorite. I think those were really fun. As a kid, I just remember like really wanting like Card Wars to play, like the little physicals. I thought it looked like so much fun.
Which part of Adventure? There's like two main parts. There's like the earlier part where there's no plot at all. And
well, I mean, until the Enchiridion and the Lich comes in.
Yeah, when the Lich first enters, then the plot starts to sink in.
I prefer later Adventure Time where it's like a little more deep, and then it goes into deeper, like the Finn sword becoming Grass Finn,
and he loses his arm.
Yes, and then like he assaulted at one point by LSP. Do you remember when he goes around like just kissing a bunch of princesses to try to be like a pimp? And then LSP is just like, I've waited too long for this. We're going to the deep end. I can't swim. Don't worry.
LSP
lifeguards on duty. Like I'm pretty sure.
Is it Lumpy Space Princess?
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
That's what it is.
Oh
LSP.
my word! I stopped. I watched the later stuff for it, like Fiona and Cake.
Who's the best princess?
Ooh, great. I feel like you have to go with Bubblegum because everything else is just. You want to say a hot dog is a good princess? You want to say a little slime creature is a good? Okay, Flame Princess. That was a pretty good one, but
precisely.
But she was.
Except
literally, Finn had to go and wrap himself in tinfoil to go see her.
No, he had to get a mech to.
No, it was like a tinfoil. They wrapped him up in tinfoil, and even then, when he kissed her, his mouth got burned or something. That was a great show.
And then where'd she go?
Oh, she was in the end of the series. Do you not remember? It was just they became friends. It was like a type thing where they broke. Finn was had some interesting dreams, and then he tried to push situation so he could get those dreams again.
I can't remember what happened to the other humans. I know he meets other humans at some point. Well, what?
So all the other humans moved, migrated to an island, but do you not remember it was a nuke that went off that basically caused a bunch of magic to happen, and
wiped out a lot of humans.
Yeah, well, or mutated them into those like weird like flesh pile things that we saw in the like the flashbacks with like Marceline or
So then
Simon.
why is Finn okay? Did they explain it?
I don't actually remember. I think it's like his mom was a scientist or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why he's so intrigued
Dude,
by
his
bubblegum
dad
science.
was good for nothing, bro. I remember seeing like his dad in episodes and stuff, and he just would like ditch his son any opportunity he could. Like I'm pretty sure like in Fiona and Cake they reference him, and he's like in like a cosmic prison because he's that bad of a threat.
Bro. Wait, isn't that why Jake can stretch the way he can?
Jake was they go over that in like an origin episode. I'm pretty sure it was like Jake, his dad got bitten on the head by like a creature they were hunting while his wife was pregnant with Jake, and then like they both gave birth at like the same time, which caused it like to morph, I think. And then like later episodes, like near the season finale, Jake actually like turns into that creature and then goes to that creature's planet, and then they're like trying to gaslight him to stretch to bring everything back. I think I don't know. It was very you have to watch it to understand it. I think it was a good show though.
When Finn lost his arm, didn't it get like stretched off or something like that?
Well, the first time, I actually don't remember how to do it the first time. Oh, grass sword. Remember the cursed grass sword?
I think so. Yeah.
And then like his arm kind of like turned into that, and then when his dad like was using that to escape the prison, it like snapped off, and Jake lost his arm. I mean, not Jake. Finn lost his arm.
And then it got pulled off.
Yeah, and then a little like flower bloomed from that, and then created a new arm, and then he lost that arm again when that also turned.
And then then you get the robot arm, right?
Mm-hmm. And then from there on, it's the robot arm, which is No, I've been watching I watched like Distant Lands, which was like what came after Adventure Time. That was some good stuff. Like Distant Lands, the BMO one, which was the first one to come out, was like a prequel.
BMO, I forgot about how good BMO is. BMO a girl or a boy?
That's the question I was just about to ask. I don't know. Like BMO is like a weird topic because I don't like BMO will talk about like but like remember that episode where it was like a detective and it was like this is like Lorraine and it was like a chicken or something.
Yeah.
And then but then it's just like so BMO's a guy. But then like BMO's voiced by a girl. They just refer to BMO as BMO, so you never really actually know. So I don't know what BMO is. All I remember is being so confused on why Jake had kids, but he wasn't married to Rainicord until I got older, and I was just like, yeah. Well, I don't listen. I can't.
Poor Finn, bro. Finn does not deserve that.
Well, I mean, Finn was trying to get like catching a case the entire time. Finn was like 15 when she was like 18.
Oh. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, and then when she turned, but she was like a D1 gaslighter to Finn, bro. When she got turned back into a little kid, she was like wanting to be with Finn, like leading him on, and then when she gets turned, like she kissed him and then turns back to 18, and she's just like, we're like 20 now, and she's just like, oh, you're like a little brother to me. No, the worst treatment you can get. And then when he finally moves on, it's just like all that stuff. I don't know. Finn was like a great.
What about Marshall Lee?
Wasn't like the
basically
the
like
Ice
the
King, like Fiona and Cake thing?
Yeah.
I was watching the show Fiona and Cake the other day because I was just trying to catch up on it because I didn't like. More recently, I got access to my.
Did their universes merge at some point?
That's what I think happens in Fiona and Cake. I don't know. Simon, who's the Ice King? I think that I don't know. I'm not that far into the show yet. I fell asleep while watching it. I was late.
And it's Prince Bubblegum.
Yeah, Prince Bubblegum, like Marshall Lee, all that stuff, and then Cake the cat, and then Fiona the human,
and then Ice Queen,
yeah, bro, and then like Lumpy Space Prince, LSP, Lumpy Space Prince, all that stuff. I think I don't know that's an interesting concept. They explore the Lich more. I think Adventure Time definitely deserved the Adult Swim treatment because it was like Samurai Jack. It just needed that more mature approach to it after the show ended because they were bound by like the by the TVY7 standard, so they couldn't really go too violent with the show. With Fiona and Cake, or like the later HBO renditions of it, they definitely go more deep with it, which I think was a good approach because that always had more of a mature undertone to it.
What other shows have you watched? There's like OKKO,
I never got into OKKO. I think I watched the Sonic crossover episode. After that,
what about like Total Drama Island?
First season, when I was younger and I'd watch that, every joke went over my head. Rewatching it, I don't know how it got away with being like that. I'm pretty sure like a girl's pants fell down and flew in one of the guy's face. And he was like, I saw a girl's butt or something like that. I was like, what?
Ew, this is a kid's show.
Well, I know. Well, it was like grungy, early 2000s, Total Drama.
Oh.
And I think it made sense. It was a funny show. I actually like it. I think it was like a funny approach to it. The reboot, I did not like. I did not like the reboot. I
Never
watched
watched. Never watched it. These are just shows that I'm naming.
Yeah,
Like
I watched some of the reboot. It was,
Steven Universe.
gosh, no, dude, that show was so weird. I could not handle
I
it.
thought it was good at the beginning.
Beginning
And
when like there was no plot. Like Cartoon Network shows, either they start out like with no plot and keep that and it's good, or when they try to become more mature, it's like a 50-50 chance it will work out. Like with Adventure Time, worked out perfectly. It was like it was a world, it needed to be explored. I thought that was like a really cool approach. Steven Universe, I just never got into it, and I'm pretty sure the show got canceled and then rebooted. Then they got a movie, and then they ended it. I just never really was into it. It was like a musical type thing.
I thought it was a good story, and then it got ruined.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird for me. I like as a kid, I was just like, oh yeah, I like watching the episodes with no plot. It was like Clarence. Clarence was a great show, no plot.
I never watched it, so I can't say.
I've been rewatching it just for fun.
There's no plot to it.
No, I like.
It's just all like shenanigans.
Yes, and that's why I like a lot of shows that have no like consistent
Regular
plot.
show. Did you like it?
I loved the first season, and the last season was like very emotional. But like in the middle, they kind of ran out of material, and then they continue on with the story, and then it gets better. And so you really have to like just hold on to it. I think Mordecai is such a relatable guy, man.
Who's your favorite character in regular show?
Can't be Rigby. Rigby got it off too well, and it can't be Mordecai. I hate Mordecai personally.
Oh.
He is way too. He's just like, oh, this girl doesn't want me. I'm gonna cheat on my girlfriend and go after the girl who doesn't want me.
What about
like,
Fives? The little ghost with the high Skips?
No.
Are you serious?
Muscle Man.
No.
You know who else has stage 5 cancer? My mom. Like I love that.
I hate Skips. Okay, I don't hate Skips. I just think he's weird because the one episode I saw where they started doing like rituals for the big elder babies or whatever.
Oh, dude, regular show. That was like the whole point. It was like it wasn't a regular show, and that's why it was called a regular show.
Yeah. What about Benson? Do you like Benson or not really?
I feel bad for him, man.
Benson's misunderstood.
Yeah, apparently.
Pops.
But like you were saying with like the weirdness of the show, I think it was originally supposed to be more of a mature show, like for Adult Swim, but ended up moved to Cartoon Network. I think it would have. I'm pretty sure like the original plot of it had to do something with like drugs and stuff like that.
What about Pops?
Pops? He was the pink-headed bubblegum guy. Yeah.
No, that was Benson, right? Benson was the gumball
No, but
machine.
Pops was like the big pink-headed
Oh
guy.
yeah, big pink-headed guy.
His death was like I never watched the show religiously. I watched the show, I binged it. His death was like sad, but it wasn't like
how old was he?
I don't know. Kid was like around since like the 40s or something like that.
Yeah.
Him and his dad are like ancient. I don't know how they're alive.
Yeah.
And apparently he's like an ancient god or something like that.
Pops?
Yeah, like, do you remember like the season finale? Like there's the anti-Pops.
Oh,
Pops,
yeah.
like, what? It's like this show just went weird. Like I was like, must have been like a drug thing or something. Like it felt like a fever dream.
Let's take what we're doing right now. Let's go a little bit farther. Like, what about Invincible?
Ooh, so like more mature shows.
Yeah, more mature
I
shows.
started Invincible. I did not like it that much.
Really?
It's like a lot of the critique for me was like I liked the think mark stuff. It wasn't detailed enough. Like I felt like the art style was very unattractive for me.
It's like comic art style. That's what it's meant to be.
Well, I mean, the comic art style was a little more like actually detailed. Like it had shadowy and it had like a different tone to it, but like it just felt bland. It felt cheap.
The gore in that show.
No,
out of this world.
Well, I mean, compared to other shows, it's not that bad.
That's true, but it's still like that was the first really gory show I watched, not knowing it would be.
Yeah.
I just see Omni-Man at the end of the episode 1. He just starts absolutely whooping people and like squeezing their heads apart. And it was just like bloody.
It was like Mortal Kombat type thing. You know, like I don't know what this was. Like my parents would let me play like Call of Duty, but not Fortnite when I was younger. So like I don't know. It was like
what?
Yeah.
Wait, that makes no sense.
I don't know. Well, because we weren't ever like online. It was just me and my sister playing with each other.
But Call of Duty's way more violent than Fortnite.
I don't know.
Fortnite, there's no blood.
I don't know, man. But my me and my sister, that was great memories. But I don't know, like stuff like Mortal Kombat and stuff. I watched that when I was like not like really young, but like when I was in like 7th grade or 8th grade, whenever the movie came out, I watched it with my dad. He was like, "Are you sure you can?" Like, I don't care. I was like trying to be like cool, like a cool kid or something like that. I watched the movie. I look back, that movie was dog, except for when Scorpion comes in. When the beginning and the end when Scorpion and
Sub-Zero
fight, great movie. But everything else in between is
Scorpion's fire, right?
Scorpion
has fire. Does he have fire abilities?
Somewhat,
yeah, and he also has the chain.
Get over here.
And then what is Sub-Zero besides ice?
I thought he is just ice.
He's just ice.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't they look the same pretty much?
Pretty well. I mean, in the original design, like Mortal Kombat 1, they have different designs. I loved Mortal Kombat 1. That game though, they suffered from releasing the DLC way too late, so all the hype for it was gone.
I remember seeing the release for it. It was like Mortal Kombat 1. And I was like, dude, this seems so hype. I might actually get it.
I bought the game. It was amazing when it came out. Like, it had no loading screens. It just put you right into the action.
But it just seems like the hype just all fell off.
Mm-hmm. Like, I played it when Omni-Man came out. I bought him right away. Like, he was so much fun character. He was really broken. He was a great character. I thought it was cool introducing those types of things. His fatality, I remember I made like an edit, and it was just like people who listen to music will play an MK1. And it was like him like bashing a bunch of people through a train. It was like, I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 like it was like that song in the background. And then I sent it to my friend. He sent it back, and it was so much of a more scuffed video. It was just funny.
No, have you seen that far in Invincible?
I mean, I've seen like the clips of later seasons, season 2.
It gets like it almost like scares me a little bit, like what happens. Like when Omni-Man takes Mark, like it shows people through the train, everybody getting like fucked over because
yeah.
I was like, dang, I'm never riding a bullet train ever again.
No, like I mean, it's never gonna happen. But like, I get what you mean.
This guy, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. I don't know. I just like when I was younger, it was just like, just wasn't an interesting show to me. But like a show I did watch, which apparently
The Boys.
Ooh, I'm never watching that show only for one reason, and how freaky that show is.
Ooh,
I've seen so many clips of Homelander doing some interesting stuff to people, or making some people do some interesting stuff sexually. In the comics, yeah.
That show turned into like a horror for one episode.
Yeah, but not only a horror. That show is like a lot of like sexual.
I know. Have you seen The Sheep with Compound V?
Oh,
dude, if that existed, I would. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
I'd on the spot just be like, "You win, buddy.
You win.
Just make it quick."
Why are they flying around and why are they roaring like that?
Yeah. Type thing. I don't know.
And the poor cow just got ripped apart in the sky. They just ate him. Like, what the heck?
I don't know. The Boys never really interested me that much, but like I just remember how chilling one of the season finales was, where like he's just like, "You're a fascist," and then like everybody's just like, "Yeah," like cheering him on for mass murder, and then he just gets like the. I've seen that actor in so many like brain rotted ads. It's just like Anthony Starr. I'm pretty sure
Anthony Starr.
Dude, I saw him in an ad for like this one mobile game, and he was just like, "I'm playing like Rise of." I'm pretty sure it was like Rise of Kingdom or something. Playing Rise of Kingdom. What's your power level? I was like, and it's literally Anthony Starr doing this. This wasn't AI
Homelander.
or anything.
This was Homelander.
No, he wasn't even just Homelander. It was literally just Anthony Starr. I'm just
yeah, but like the man who played Homelander.
Just like what?
The only two characters I know from The Boys is A-Train and Homelander.
I know like that one guy who's like, Homelander slept with me bloody wife and killed me bloody kid.
I think that's a
Butcher, like
Billy
the Butcher, I think. And then there's the one web dude. I saw a bunch of clips of him just like crapping webs out his butt when he got nervous. Like that show is just weird. I don't know. Yeah. Those like Amazon shows, like one Amazon show that
Hazbin Hotel.
No, please never mention that show is horrible. I never even watched it. I just like saw so many people be like, "Oh, it's such a cool concept." What's the concept? Everybody in hell is like weird. Like and hell is a good thing, and heaven is a bad.
Here's the kind of.
I just thought it was weird, and it was just like
it's like heaven and hell, and you know.
I saw clips of it, and I just instantly was like, this show is not.
I watched it when I was a bit younger.
Wait, did you watch like? I'm pretty sure like there's another thing called Hell of a Boss.
Yeah,
I only know that because when I was younger, I heard the guy's voice, and it was like the main villain from Skylander's voice actor, or like Invader Zim, and I was like, oh, it's this guy, and then I started watching the show, and I was like, oh, I'm never watching this again. It's a show on Amazon that like is very like people are just like, oh, it's just a cash grab. There's something good about it, but I actually personally enjoyed it. It was called Secret Level. It's a bunch of like
yes.
I watched like the Mega Man episode was really good. The Warhammer 4000 episode was really good, and then I just think, I'm pretty sure there was one where like Kratos that they're going to release in season 2 where Kratos comes into the real. It's a Pac-Man episode. So,
isn't there? There's one
episode was really cool as a concept. It just was like I thought it was like heavily inspired, but I didn't know that was an actual game that was going to come out.
Isn't there an episode where like he has lives and every time he dies he gets older?
Sifu, that game was amazing. Me and my cousin grinded out Sifu. basically every time you die in that game, you get older, and like it's a great concept for the game. The art is amazing. Like
Sifu. So where can I get that game? Like where is
like
it?
I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, sick. Is it, and how does the game work? Like, is it a story game?
So yeah, it's a story game, and it's I don't know too much about it. All I remember is that like every time you die, you get older.
Do you get different outcomes depending on how old you are?
I don't know actually. I
like
just
from
know,
like from NPCs and crap.
I don't know. Last time I played the game was a while ago when it first came out. I was with my cousin. A lot of memories with my cousin. I played a lot of video games with him, like Mario Party, Sifu, Fortnite when I used to play that.
Mario Party, it was fun.
That was like
Mario's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just people glazed it so much. It's like, wow, Mario's like the best game I could ever play.
Mario Party, the mini games are really fun, but the actual when you play actual Mario Party, it's just like, let me play the mini games. I don't care. I don't care what Bowser's doing. Like, let me play the mini games.
Yeah, the mini games are so much better.
But then like Super Mario 3D World, I love playing that with my sister or my cousins. Like, that's such a fun game. I love messing with my cousins, picking them up and throwing them off the map because they're like, this is the hardest thing we have to do.
You just throw them off.
Yes. Me and my sister one time died so many times at a level. They give you like this option where you can literally just get like an invincible Tanuki suit. Me and my sister still lost with that suit multiple times.
It's not that hard.
It was that hard, dude. Mario is a hard game sometimes. Speaking of like Mario and Sonic type thing, well, Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games was a good game. I loved those games when I was younger.
Never played it.
I feel like the most recent one was like 2018. It's not that good, or like I don't know. It was just like
it was. I like Sonic Frontiers.
I remember playing that game when I was younger and glazing the heck out of it, but it was like not really that good of a game. Now that I look back on it, Sonic. I used to be like a really big Sonic fanboy, so I'd glaze anything about him when I was like in 5th grade.
Super Sonic. Is that based off of Super Saiyan?
Yeah, it came out after. I think I played Sonic X Shadow Generations. I bought it. I was just like, oh, this is a game I loved when I was younger. Sonic Generations or whatever. It's like it's a good game. It actually is really good. It definitely was a fun game. I'm still playing it right now. I'm trying to beat it. I'm gonna replay Sonic Generations. That was a fun game. I think it was like the only thing IGN gave like a Sonic game like a 9 out of 10 for. IGN is so weird. I remember seeing like a B movie clip that they did one time, and it was just like, it was like Jerry Steinfeld was just like, and I'm sorry for any sexual undertones about a movie with a bee and a woman. And then it was like the worst editing I've ever seen in my life.
I thought the B movie was just so weird.
It's a lot of sexual undertones between a bee and a woman.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it's like, what?
And I was like, huh? No, I don't think I'm type of thing. You know what I mean?
Start having bee people.
Bee children.
Oh god, kids with wings.
Dude, and they literally in the movie were like, it was just like, hey, you see that cute girl up there? I'm gonna ask her out. He's like, that's my cousin. We're all cousins, remember? So with that bee girl is your cousin?
Wait a second. Technically, aren't they all? Oh wait, yeah,
they all come from the same.
They're like half cousins.
Well, yeah, but I was just like, that's a weird joke to make.
But no, it's even worse because they all have the same mom. Ew.
Dude, we don't need to think about that. That movie's gone and done.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is there a Me movie 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
good.
if they made that, I'm sure it would flop. Yeah. I'm sure you've noticed that we have not really been using these mics. They're not hooked up to anything.
Yeah, these are prop.
We just,
almost dropped it.
Ooh. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I feel like just that movie. I loved it when I was younger. Tried rewatching it when I was older. I was like, that's like the fate of a lot of movies. Like I rewatched The Lorax, and it wasn't like what?
The Lorax has always been good.
No, let me explain. Let me explain what I'm about to say here. I watched it, and it wasn't as good as I remember it being when I was a kid, but it was still a good movie. Like, no, but when I was a kid, I thought that movie was, like, the best thing I could ever see in cinema. Listen and we don't judge.
It's just as good as I remember it being when I was a kid.
Well, then I don't know how you viewed it as a kid, because I overhyped that movie when I was younger.
I was like, this is going to be a great movie. And it was a great movie. And then I rewatched it.
Oh, my word, let me watch The Lorax for the 500th time, please.
Okay, a movie that I used to be addicted. This is the only movie that I was ever addicted to. Only one. It was Trolls, the first Trolls movie.
I think I own that movie because my mom bought it for like my.
Every day after I think I was in elementary, just starting middle. Every day after school.
Trolls came out like when we were in like 2nd grade. I'm pretty sure.
Oh well, then I probably was in like 4th or 5th when I actually watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix at that time, and every day after school. I would come in, watch.
Everybody, shake your hands and feel
I would watch the
united.
entire movie and then do my work and then go to sleep. I would watch the entire movie.
Dude, that movie is like not good. Like I've rewatched.
How dare you?
Dude, I've rewatched them all. I even watched the third one. They're just like the first one was like a movie. The second one was horrible. And the third one was so bad.
Really?
We do it better. Like
Trolls band together?
Yeah, I think.
I never watched that movie.
Dude, the first one, the only thing I remember is I like rewatching it as like an adult. I'm not an adult. As a young adult, like 16, when my little cousin was watching it. I was like, oh, I know that song now. Like, I know what songs they're singing. Like, I used to think they made up all the songs for it. But, like, Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick, I was just like, it's mediocre. Like, they're both...
Do Branch and Poppy get together? Because they, like...
I don't know. Like, that whole thing,
they
like, spread throughout 3 movies.
They kept edging each other. I'm like, what is going on?
I was just like, I love you. Just kidding. I love you. Just kidding. How am I going to tell her my grandma died? Like...
I love you in a brotherly way.
Yeah, and then there was just like, music killed my grandma. Like, that's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Oh yeah, the Bergens or whatever their name is.
Music, because why don't you sing? Because music killed my grandma.
Or like the Bergens, like I don't know how to be happy, so you have to eat trolls to be happy.
It's like a drug or something. It's just like,
no, it's
I need trolls. Do you have a troll for me? Like, this is not fentanyl, man.
They pop them like popcorn.
And there's like a royal delicacy. Like the little kid was like, I get to eat somebody. Like you're trading them to be canned. And then the really ugly one, it was like a rainbow wig or something. And they go skating together.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, I love you.
Oh yeah,
It's
like the two
hello,
Bergens.
is it me you're looking for?
The little girl Bergen and the little boy Bergen, like the Prince Bergen.
Oh yeah, and then she lives in like the sewers or something, like a slave.
Yes. He lives in like terrible conditions.
Just like what?
What about the chef? The evil,
the woman chef,
the
and then
evil
the
woman
one
chef.
little silver troll who betrayed everybody. It's like namaste.
Yeah. It wasn't like the shining glitter troll. What? Yeah, it's like Diamond. Sure. Diamond.
Like I said, I haven't watched that movie in a really long time.
Diamond had a kid.
Oh no! I think we were thinking of different ones.
Oh,
the DJ one who was like a diamond, and there was like the namaste.
Oh,
yeah, that was so odd. That
what about the glitter?
Who could like drive it. He's like, yeah, I'm a sparkling baby. I can drive.
And what about
I feel like merging without looking. Good luck, everyone else.
Who's the little troll in the first movie? He says, "Oh snap." Who's that little guy?
I don't.
The little blue guy. Do you remember what I'm talking
about?
No,
not the little blue guy. It was like the worm. It was like the
little
little
worm blue. Like, yeah.
Ooh. It was like the James Corden. James Corden.
Was like, but what's his name? It's like Mr. Something.
Like Mr. Sparkle or Mr. Squiggles.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Sparkles. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think it was like either Mr. Squiggles or Mr. Sparkles, and then I just remember him being like, meep, meep. Oh no. Meep.
Oh snap, or something like that.
Yeah, and then there was like the one like reggae dude who looked like a mix between a llama and a zebra.
Oh, the llama shaped people. Those are the funk guys.
Yeah, they're like. I was like.
And then the reggae like hybrids them.
Yeah, or like I don't know, like ska. I think it was like ska.
Ska.
It's like more like upbeat reggae. It's like I'm trying to think of.
Remember the yodeling trolls?
Oh yeah, the smooth jazz one from the second movie.
Oh.
Like,
remember the female trolls fiending over Branch?
Oh yeah.
In the second movie.
Remember like that weird plotline where they're gonna try to make everything rock and roll or something like they came out of eggs with mullets.
Yeah, no, because she would like play the.
Yeah, I was like, what is this movie even about? Like I said, they were all fever dreams. All of them were fever dreams.
That's the movie.
That was like DreamWorks. DreamWorks definitely came back later on with things. I definitely enjoyed the like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yes, that was a great dude. Yeah.
Death. Oh, that was good. Like I don't know. After that, like we were talking about how like that one like whatever it was like Hell of a Boss or something.
Yeah, Hell of a Boss.
I saw the wolf girl being like put in like a relationship with Death. I was like, what is my YouTube Shorts feed at the time? I was like, I don't like that. That's weird.
Ew.
It was so odd to me. And I don't know why. Like I don't know. It's just stuff like that, and like shows like that in general, like the Harley Quinn show. I hate. I just like. Not even for like the reasons you'd think, but I just think that show's
Harley
dumb.
Quinn show. Okay, I've never seen it.
It's on Max. It's
I've never
like
seen it.
I don't know. I think some people like it for like the concept of it.
Wasn't there a Suicide Squad isekai?
Yeah, that's on Max. Apparently, a lot of mixed reviews.
Was it good? Did you think?
I didn't watch it. I watched half the first episode, and I wasn't like into all that stuff at the time. I like more recently have been getting into shows like Dragon Ball and all that.
What about Lord of the Rings? There's a new movie that came out for them.
So my middle school that I went to was a private middle school, and it was the Lord of the Rings was like a heavy focus, like the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Narnia. Literally, it was like we were taught that stuff in school. We had to take a test one time on the map of like Middle Earth. We had to take a geography test on Middle Earth, and we were like, "How is this gonna help us? This has no purpose."
Have you seen the new Lord of the Rings movie?
So I've heard really mixed reviews. I haven't watched it.
It's called like it's called War of the Rohirrim or something like that.
Like War of Rohirrim, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think it. I watched the Amazon show for it. I thought it was okay. I don't know.
Rings of Power.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings for me, it was like so forced on me that I just stopped liking it. And then I also watched every single Hobbit movie in one day. And
we're getting kind of short on time.
I mean, it doesn't have to be short on time. We can keep talking if you want.
I think this is a good point.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for listening to us. If you want to be the next person to be interviewed, probably meet with you up at the library. Just send me a message. Thank you, Nathan.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for watching the first episode. See ya.